on all. So this is like the podcast setup. So anytime I shoot YouTube videos, podcasts, and everything, Kangaroo Heroes is going to be in the back as the main advertiser. So we can continue to drive up project and demand and everything of that nature. So we got the cool setup back there. And then of course got the hat going on. But yeah, it's a NFTs and blockchain are a beautiful technology, but it's a rabbit hole that you can go down, you know. And just to tell y'all a little bit of what attracted me to the NFT and in the blockchain space is because of the fact that for one, I really believe that it gives you the ability of being able to build a community behind your business. So for those of you who are entrepreneurs, just specifically on entrepreneurs, you know, this gives you the ability to build a community. And that's what attracted me the most to the NFT space, was not just building a community behind Jumping Jack Taxes, which is my company, but really tapping into other people's communities as well, and really learning and connecting with people who can provide knowledge and information and resources of all different things. So when you guys go into different NFT communities, they all have different vibes, and you'll learn that some are anime, some are financial, some are just strictly positivity and love, some are art, some are P2E, which is play to earn. It's so many different things that you could tap into. That's the beauty of NFT space in itself, is the community. And that's what attracted me, because I wanted to tap in. And then after connecting to that community, then you start to learn about the different utilities that come with NFTs, which attracted me on the second level, which was, damn, okay, so for me owning this NFT, this could give me access to certain exclusive things such as events or games, or sometimes staking, which we'll talk about in a little bit, where you can earn passive income just from actually owning the NFT. So things get deeper, and that's what attracted me initially. And then I started to say to myself, wow, this can really be pushed out into multiple industries, where many of y'all see, you know, artists now who are beginning to get attracted to this space, and how as an artist, you can start earning royalties now from your actual NFTs themselves, and cut out the middleman, which is the record label, because you're able to now directly engage with your fans through them actually owning the NFT, and you're earning a royalty now through the NFTs themselves, which we'll break down as we go down. But you know, it's a very amazing business model. You know, if you're running a business and want to scale it out that way from another revenue stream, and it's just so much. So that's what attracted me. That's why I'm here today, and this is why I'm like really driving hard into the NFT space and getting my feet wet and really just driving home. And this is why Kangaroo Heroes was started. And for those of y'all that don't know what Kangaroo Heroes is, obviously you guys see right here, Jumping Jack Taxes, my company. This was our original kangaroo right here for the brand. And then from there, we had this kangaroo since 2017. So when NFT space came out, basically I turned the kangaroo into now what you see behind me, which are Kangaroo Heroes, you know, and these are financial heroes, you know, who are coming to save the day of financial literacy when it comes to credit, business, investing, taxes, all that type stuff. So that's how that all came about. And I'm excited to go through this presentation with you all to break down the 101 of NFT, everything you need to know, all the way down to how to buy one, and even how to actually buy a Kangaroo Hero as well. If you missed our initial launch, you can still buy one, and I'll show you guys how to do that and how to buy any NFT for that matter. And that's the point of this call. My goal before I start is to onboard as many people as possible into the NFT space. That's my goal, to onboard you into the NFT space. And then after onboarding you into the NFT space, then teaching you about the taxes behind how NFT investing works. Because obviously I'm in the tax and accounting game. So by onboarding you in, I now can teach you the tax side of it too, which becomes a win-win scenario. And that's why I do what I do. Right. But on top of that, I also want our people in our community and those who are new to to get hip to this new technology so that you're not left behind. And that's the entire point of this, because I believe that this is going to be game changing. So let me go ahead and share my screen and let's start this thing. Let's start from the beginning. Hang on, y'all. All right, cool. There it is. All right, let's share. Well, that didn't work. Hang on. Let's leave that. All right, perfect. There we go. All right, y'all should be able to see my screen. Just shoot me a message inside of the chat to verify that that you see my screen, please. Somebody just give me a thumbs up in the chat. Just verify you see my screen. All right, cool. Perfect. Visible. All right. So let's get into it. I got about, I got a few slides. So I'm going to run through this thing. I'm not going to go really fast, but I'm going to go at a nice pace and really break this down. What is an NFT and how does it work? A simple breakdown by Kangaroo Heroes. And yes, this is one of our kangaroos. This is Zombie Jack, dripped out with the zombie suit on, with the zombie, with the suit on, with the chains. Yes, that's it. So what is an NFT and how does it work? So let's start with the basics. An NFT stands for non-fungible token, but I'm sure you know that, right? Let's start off by breaking down what a token is by using an example of something you already know. So NFT stands for non-fungible token, but some of y'all like, yo, I done heard non-fungible token, Don. I still don't know what that is. That sounds foreign to me. All right, let me give you an example of what you already know and what you do now, because I feel like people learn by connecting the things that they're already spending money on. So have you ever been to Dave & Buster's or any arcade place? So give me a yes. I want this to be an interactive. I want this to be interactive. So give me a yes if you've ever been to Dave & Buster's or any arcade or anything of that nature, something similar. So I want to make sure that I'm talking to the right people. All right, so we got a yes. Y'all you going twice. Perfect. Yes. All right, cool. So y'all been to Dave & Buster's, y'all been to arcade places, right? So now you know the basics already of how tokens work, because you've probably been to Dave & Buster's before and you had to go into Dave & Buster's and you had to buy tokens, right? So y'all already understand the gist of that. Now, when you go inside of Dave & Buster's or any arcade, you have to buy rechargeable power cards from Dave & Buster's in order to play games, right? So they make you buy their own rechargeable card. You can't just use US dollar and swipe your credit card on the machine. They're like, no, you got to load your card with US dollar. You need to load your card with the Dave & Buster's coins, and then that's how you're able to play. Now, that power card that they give you, that is a token or it's a token of proof that you purchased coins in order to play. That's what that power card is. It's proof. So now their machines now know that as long as you have this power card, you have the ability to play. Without that power card, you don't get nothing. So y'all understand that concept. If you understand that concept, put yes for me if you get that concept that you can't do nothing at Dave & Buster's unless you got that power card to operate their machines. All right, y'all get it. Y'all staying with me. That's great. Now, I want you to think about a bunch of things you purchased in the past that provided you with a token of proof. Now, I want y'all to give me some things in the chat, right? What are some things you bought in the past that proof? So I'm gonna give you an example. This could be tickets to a sports game. This could be a hotel key card. This could be gaming cards. Like, what are all the things that you bought before that's like, yo, I got proof of this and it gave me access to something? Oh, driver's license. Yup. Yu-Gi-Oh. Wristbands to a show. Great example. Movie tickets. Yup. Y'all boarding passes. Love that. So all of those things are proof, right? You can't get on the plane unless you got the boarding pass. That's a token, right? That's a token. So y'all are getting the gist of what I mean by that. These are things that you're already doing now. Now, there are two types of tokens that you should understand. The first one is fungible token. Now, remember, this training is talking about non-fungible tokens, but we're going to talk about fungible tokens first. Fungible tokens are assets that are non-unique. These are non-unique assets. So for example, money is a fungible token. The $1 bill looks the same and it has the same value for everyone who has one. It's not one of a kind. So a dollar is not one of a kind. So if me and Polished right now were to exchange a dollar, it's all the same value. That makes it fungible, right? $1 is not more valuable than another. So when you understand that, then you understand that that's the meaning of fungible. When two things are exactly the same and valuable, they're not they're not one of a kind, right? So money is fungible. Now, then you have non-fungible tokens, which is what we're talking about today. Non-fungible tokens are assets that are unique and non-replicable. For example, the original Mona Lisa is a one of its kind. This is non-fungible. People can copy it, but only one person has the title of ownership to that original. So non-fungible is something that is unique and non-replicable, meaning that two of the two different tokens are not of the same value, right? They all have different values to them, and that's what makes it non-fungible. It's unique. Only one person has ownership to that. So now let's give another example. Let's give another example of that, of what it means, right? Great example too, Dylan. Your fingerprints are non-fungible, right? Because nobody else has your fingerprint. That is non-fungible. Okay. So I want y'all to think non-fungible is unique, something that no one else in the world has but you. That's what non-fungible is, right? Courtney, you're right. Your signature is unique. Before I move forward, I want y'all to start thinking of some things that are unique right now, that are unique, that nobody else has the ability of copying, right? I want y'all to think of something. Put it into the chat for me. Think of something unique, so I can know y'all get the gist. Your DNA, your social security, yes, that's unique, right? Your social media username, yes, these are all unique things. These are all unique things. All right, perfect. So let's move on from here. What else we got? Your eyes, baseball cards, your original birth certificate. Y'all getting it? Y'all getting it, right? Even your voice, you got it. Yup, 100%. So now let's talk about, let's go back to the example side. What if Dave & Buster's decided to digitalize these power cards? So back to the concept of Dave & Buster's. All right, hold on one second. Y'all got to figure out how to stop the annotations from people writing on here. One second. Let's disable annotations and let's clear this. All right, perfect. All right, we're good. Now back on the topic of Dave & Buster's, right? What if Dave & Buster's decided to digitalize these power cards, the ones that we were just talking about? Let's say they digitalize these. So Dave & Buster's, and I want y'all to follow the story for me. Dave & Buster's decided to create only 10,000 unique tokens that all have different designs or artwork on them, which makes them non-fungible. They're unique and they're digitalized. The difference in the artwork on each card is what now makes it non-fungible, because every card has different artwork on it, making it unique. Meaning that only one person has ownership of that specific digital power card, if Dave & Buster's were to go move forward with this type of idea. Now, Dave & Buster's decides that they only want to release 10,000 NFT power cards to their most valuable fans, and you decide to become one of 10,000 people to buy and have ownership of this digital power card. So the question is, would you buy this NFT? Would you buy this NFT? If you were a fan of Dave & Buster's, would you buy the NFT, right? Now, maybe you're not convinced yet. Maybe I haven't broke it down a little further for you. So if that's the case, hold your thoughts. Let's go even further, right? Why would you even buy this NFT to begin with? Which is the real question. Why buy it? Because some are probably saying, well, Don, it's just a digital piece it's just a digital power card. What am I buying it for? Great question. So there's three things that go on in my mind of why you would buy this NFT. Number one is because you love the brand and you love the community. You love the brand and the community. So this is a digital collection that only 10,000 people have ownership of. It's a form of social cool. So think of it like this. Y'all know Louis Vuitton, y'all know Gucci, y'all know Prada, y'all know Amiri, right? So you think about those things, everybody want to get their hands on what's cool. And if they're one of only a couple thousand people that got their hands on it, it's a form of social cool. It's a form of hierarchy. It's a form of status. That's what makes our world the way it is. It's the reason why we go and buy cars that we do. It's why we buy houses that we do. It's why we go to why we want to send our kids to certain schools. It's because of hierarchy, status. Almost everybody, the world is driven by it. And that's part of the reason why NFTs have their value to begin with, is because of the fact of that hierarchy and that status. So number one, it's because you love the brand and the community. And out of millions of people that, great example, Jordans, right? Why do we go out and buy Jordans? Some would say, yeah, because of the style, but I will challenge that perspective and say that it's more than just the style. It's because you're one of a certain group of people that have access to those exclusive pair of Jordans, like Concords, for example. When you step out with those Concords on, everybody can be like, oh, my man got a pair of Concords. Exactly. That's the point of it. You love the brand and you love the community. Number two, it comes with benefits. So remember that David Buster's token, that can give you access to something. David Buster's might decide, hey, by you now having ownership of this NFT, we're going to give you free games and fun for a year, or lifetime discounts for owning this token, which creates utility and value for itself. So it's like, hey, David Buster's like, hey, you know what, Polish, by you buying this NFT, now you're going to get lifetime discount every time that you come to David Buster's for the rest of your life. You like, damn, well, I was already going to be going to David Buster's anyway, but damn, now that you said it, I might as well hold the token and get a discount for the rest of my life, because shoot, that would save me a ton of money, right? So that's number two. And then number three, it's an asset that you own, right? So remember, since it's a one-of-a-kind digital asset that you own, this can become valuable in the future. If it appreciates in value, you could sell it for profit. Because remember, now that you're one of 10,000 people that now owns this NFT, let's say that there are now 30,000 more people that now want access to this NFT that you own. Well, now that means that there are people in the market who are willing to buy your NFT so that they can own it. So now that gives you the ability of now saying, you know what? I no longer want the NFT. I now can sell it to somebody else for more than what I got it for. So now it's an asset that you own. And that's where now supply and demand starts to come into play. The same way, I'm gonna give y'all the same example, like sneakers. If you stood in line for Yeezys, you may not even like Yeezys because somebody just asked the question, well, what if I don't know anything about the brand? Right? Now, obviously, I wouldn't invest into an NFT project that I don't know anything about. But in this example, let's just say I'm not a big fan of Yeezy, right? But I know that Yeezys are hot. So a new pair of Yeezys about to drop. I stand in line all day at the sneaker store. I get my hands on a pair of Yeezys. Now that only a certain amount of Yeezys exist, now what happens next? I may not want to even wear them. I may go to StockX and I may put the Yeezys up on StockX and say, you know what? I got them for $225. Somebody's willing to pay $1,000 for these Yeezys because they love Yeezys and they love the brand. So now you done sold it for a G. It cost you $225. Now you done made what? $700 something dollars from that. So now that gives you the ability of being able to profit from the actual NFTs itself, right? So those are the three reasons why you would buy this NFT. One of three that I've seen. Now, let me give you another example. You're a parent, right? And you decide to take your kids to David Buster's every Sunday, and you own that particular NFT. Well, number one, you benefit from the VIP perks. So since you own the NFT and it comes with perks, you now benefit from those amazing perks every single Sunday. Like I said, if David Buster's offer discounts or they offer lifetime gaming, now as a parent, it's a utility to you now. You know, you're actually benefiting from holding this NFT by actually every Sunday getting those perks. And then number two, you benefit from selling the NFT. So remember, if your child now eventually outgrows Dave & Buster's and you're like, you know what, I have no more need for this NFT anymore. I have no more need of this NFT anymore. Now, you know that there's people in the market that want it. So now you go ahead and you sell it on the secondary market. Somebody buys it from you for more than what you got it for. So before I move on, does everybody understand the concept so far of NFTs and the basic level now of how that works and why one would even buy one to begin with, right? Because as long as y'all understand the mentality of why you would buy it, as long as people know that of why you would even buy it to begin with, that's where now you're going to be able to follow along on the rest of this presentation. You understand the point of why to buy it, right? Which is important. Okay. And I'll talk a little bit about, you know, the type of NFT projects to look for and stuff like that, because that's important too. All right, let's move along. So here's the magic question that everybody always brings me. Here's the magic question that everybody always brings me. They say, Don, couldn't we all just screenshot or save the image of the NFT and now we own it too? Like, I know y'all seen that all the time. Yeah, NFTs are dumb. You know, it's stupid because I could just screenshot it and now I own it too. You don't actually own the NFT. Well, in theory, you're right. But let me challenge your perspective here, right? That's why y'all here on the line. Let me challenge your perspective and let me explain to you why your thinking is flawed. So, sure, yes, you could indeed screenshot the NFT, but you don't have proof of ownership. And without that proof of ownership, you can't get access to the benefits behind that token or the ability to sell it. Let me actually make sure my next screen actually explains that. So let's break this down. Let me give you another example, right? Because people say, shouldn't I just be able to screenshot the NFT and I own it? Well, let's give another example. Sure, you could go in front of somebody's house and you could definitely take a picture with a selfie, like, yo, this is my crib. Great. Go ahead and cap on social media that's your house, right? Cap. But here's the thing. You can't sell that house because you don't own the deed. You can't lease or rent that house out to nobody because you don't own the deed. You can't even step foot in that house, so they calling the cops. So in theory, your screenshot actually means nothing if you're standing outside of somebody's house because of the fact that there's nothing you can do with it. The same way that if you screenshot an NFT, you can't do nothing with it because of the fact that you don't have access to any of the utilities from the screenshot. Now, you're probably now saying to yourself, well, Don, how are they able to prove that my screenshot is not actually a real NFT? That's a great question now, because you're like, yo, well, I screenshot it. How you are able to prove that the one that he has is original and the one that I got is a fake? How do I verify that? Great question. So how can you prove ownership of a digital asset? So there's this technology called blockchain that I'm not going to go deep into right now. But there's a technology called blockchain that creates an immutable, and AKA, instead of using immutable, I'm gonna dumb it down. Instead of immutable, unchangeable record of every NFT transaction. So every time that an NFT is bought or sold or transferred, it now is recorded on this blockchain. And this blockchain is basically a public database. That's all I want y'all to remember that blockchain is. It's a public database that records everything that happens from every sell, every transfer, every buy. And all of us have access to go to this blockchain and review every transaction that happens. Nothing is hidden. We all have the ability of seeing it, and we all have the ability of proving it. So this record is public for everyone to see, even you. So we all have the ability to verify if a particular wallet actually owns the asset. We all have the ability of verifying that. So basically when one person says that they have like a receipt, like a receipt book, exactly. But now the blockchain is a digital receipt book that now documents everything from start to finish, and it can never be changed. Nobody can try to hack it. Nothing can't be changed. So with that, now we all have the ability of verifying if somebody's stuff is real or if it's fake. So, and I'll tell y'all before I move on, the reason why I love the blockchain is because now it prevents people from capping, because you can't even cap now with the blockchain because everybody can publicly see. Think of it like this. If somebody said they had $1 million in a bank account, but then the blockchain is like, no, you don't. Here's a public record of what's in your bank account. You don't have that. And everybody in the public can verify that you don't got it either. Right. So there's no capping in the blockchain world, which I love the most. So blockchain is the foundational technology for NFTs to become successful and revolutionize industries. So I want y'all to picture this for a second, right? Fast forward year 2030, and you finally make enough money to buy your first Rolex. Congratulations to you. By the way, Rolex are amazing assets. Earn Your Leisure just actually did a post about that, about how Rolexes are amazing assets, and many of them, I believe Rolexes are based off of what they were saying, is that they're appreciating faster than a Dow right now. So depending upon the rare, the type of Rolex that you buy because of the scarcity. But picture this, is 2030, you finally make enough money to buy your first Rolex. But with so many Rolex replicas, the company is now requiring all purchases to come with an NFT as authentication to confirm your Rolex is official. That's the power of the blockchain. Now you have a Rolex that comes with the NFT. Now, in order to verify that your Rolex is real, they're going to say, hey, pull up your NFT to verify that you have it. And if you don't got the NFT, now, hey, we can't verify that your Rolex is real, and it can't be changed, right? So that's the beauty of how this works. Now that we understand NFTs, let's talk about how they can work in today's marketplace, okay? Let me give you real examples. So quality NFT projects give you access to two things. Quality NFT projects give you access to two things. Number one, they give you access to a valuable community. So an NFT can't survive without a community. When you buy an NFT, it can grant you access to specific types of communities depending upon its niche. That community can provide you with lifetime value through connections and knowledge. That's number one. That's one of the biggest things that I base buying an NFT project off of, is the community strong. I don't care if the community is 100 people, 1,000 people, or 50,000 people. Is it a strong knit community of people who are like, yo, we stand behind the project, we love this, and we're in? And is there something that you can gain from that community, from knowledge, networking, information, all of that, right? That's number one. Quality NFT projects always have valuable communities from the start. And then number two is utility. This is most important. When you buy the NFT, it should grant you access to something that you can use in real life. For example, Dave & Buster's can give you free game days or coins. Kangaroo Heroes, our project, gives you discounts on our accounting services such as tax prep, bookkeeping, and tax planning. So if you were a small business owner right now, just through you actually owning a Kangaroo Hero NFT, that grants you access to 30% off of all of our services as a small business owner of things that you were already going to be paying for anyway, but now you're able to get access to discounts on that service because of the fact that you just have a Kangaroo Hero NFT. And that's just one of many utilities, right? So there are different kind of NFTs that people can buy. Some people buy NFTs to flip. Others buy NFTs to gain access to communities with utility. Or you can buy NFTs simply for the artwork. So you decide how you want to buy these NFTs, right? There's no right or wrong way of buying NFTs, right? Like I said, some are to flip. Some people are in the flip life. The flip life, I think, is a little dangerous, because NFTs are volatile. You got to find the right type of projects and volume and different things of that nature. But then you got, some buy an NFT just purely to hold, and you want to hold that NFT for life, just to keep access to that community. Or like I said, you're buying just for the artwork. So one of your favorite artists might drop an NFT with beautiful artwork, and you're like, yo, I just want to own this thing and hold on to it, right? So at Kangaroo Heroes, our focus is on providing you with the community and utility, but you can buy an NFT for whatever suits you. So when you buy a Kangaroo Heroes NFT, And by the way, I'm gonna end this off by showing you guys how to buy an NFT too. So stay with me. So when you buy a Kangaroo Heroes NFT, number one, you get access to our financial community. So you'll have access to our amazing community of investors and other professionals in different career fields, from real estate investors, stock and crypto investors, Forex investors, business owners, and etc. The network alone creates lifetime value. And normally every week at Kangaroo Heroes, we have different speakers who come on that talk about different financial topics. So far, we've had about 3 to 4 speakers come on talking about the stock market, long-term investing, options trading, everything. Number two, when you're a part of Kangaroo Heroes, you get discounts on our services. So we built our own virtual accounting franchise where you're going to receive discounts on the services you need, from personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, tax planning, and more. So if you're a small business owner, this utility is probably most valuable to you if you're a business owner or investor, because you're going to be spending a lot of money just in accounting and just in bookkeeping and etc. We give you automatically 30% off of all of our prices. And that gives you savings over the course of a certain amount of years just through actually holding the Kangaroo Hero NFT. And then of course, financial education events. So some of y'all may have already seen that Kangaroo Heroes, myself, we host pop-up events all over the country. So through you having that Kangaroo Hero NFT, that gives you exclusive access to all of our pop-up events that we're having across the country. Our next one is in New York City. And through you having that NFT, that gives you access to any of our events that we're hosting across the country. Where we host a bunch of different things, right? So it's an exclusive, a very, very exclusive community, like a fraternity type, sorority type scenario. So now let's move on. Now that we understand that, let's talk about how to buy an NFT, right? Because this is the part that's the next part that's important. So let's follow the steps here. I broke it down. The first step to buying an NFT is you have to buy crypto such as Ethereum on an exchange. So the easiest exchange to buy Ethereum for beginners is through setting up a Coinbase account. So all you got to do is go to Coinbase.com, set up an account, and then from there, you're going to buy Ethereum, right? Which is very simple to do. Now you buy Ethereum, you buy that Ethereum using your US dollar, okay? You buy Ethereum using your US dollar. Great question. Do you need to buy the whole share of Ethereum? No, you don't. So you don't have to buy an entire coin, right? Because right now, I think an entire coin of Ethereum, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's like 2,500 and it just keeps dropping right now. You know, they keep saying buy the dip and then it dips again and they say buy more dip. And, you know, gotta keep buying the dip, but yeah, you don't gotta buy the whole coin. You can buy fractional. So you can say, hey, I want to buy $500 worth of Ethereum, and they'll give you a fraction of the Ethereum itself. So you can do that. And you buy that right through Coinbase.com. Very simple to set up. You can set up a Coinbase account in like 5 minutes. Now, once your Coinbase account is established, you can simply hit buy. And then once you hit buy, you can choose Ethereum once you hit that buy, and then from there you choose the amount that you want to purchase. Okay. And of course you need to make sure you have enough money. You want to make sure you have enough Ethereum to cover the cost of the NFT and the gas fee. So for example, right now, if I give you guys a really good example, right now on OpenSea, Kangaroo Heroes, I believe the cheapest Kangaroo Hero that's on the secondary market right now for our project, the cheapest one right now is 0.01 ETH, right? So if we were to give you a real good example of that, if our cheapest NFT on the floor right now is 0.1 ETH, then that's $261. So ideally, what you would have to do is you would have to buy $262 worth of Ethereum, which you would just put that in, but you also have to cover gas fees. Now, I'll quickly go into what gas fees are. Gas fees is basically Ethereum is a network, and every time that a transaction is made on the Ethereum network, they charge a gas fee. And a gas fee is basically, in a sense of, if you think of it like a car, in order for your car to move, you have to put gas into that car. Same exact thing when it comes to the Ethereum network, where you have to pay a gas fee in order for, basically, I'm going to call it a middleman, like somebody that is basically recording. They're going to be recording that transaction on the blockchain. So you're paying a gas fee essentially for recording that information on the blockchain, and so it becomes immutable and roll from there. So normally a gas fee is about, basically like a transaction fee. Yes, they call it gas fee. Let's call it a transaction fee. Exactly. Normally, gas fees right now can range anywhere from, at the lowest, depending upon what time that you do it. If it's like 12 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock a.m., at the lowest could be $75, and at the highest it could be $200 in the gas fee, right? It all depends upon the time that you're actually transacting on the Ethereum network, right? The more people that are transacting on the Ethereum network, the higher the gas fee. The less people, the lower the gas fee, right? So that's why it's better for you to always do things on the Ethereum network. If you're buying NFTs or selling them, to always do it in the middle of the night sometime, or early in the morning, because there's not a lot of transactions happening. So it keeps your gas fee low. But in this example of Kangaroo Heroes, our cheapest one that's on the floor right now, is 0.1, so $261. So in this example, you would have to buy $261 worth of Ethereum, and then also I would add on an additional $150 in gas fees. Not to say that you're going to be spending that, but I would add that anyway. So altogether, you would be buying, let's say, $420 worth of Ethereum, right? In that example, okay? And then you would put $420 US, and then what would happen is you would buy it, and then Coinbase is going to convert your US dollar into Ethereum. That's how that works, okay? Now, in this example, right, the cost to buy a Kangaroo, I just gave you the example, the cost to buy a Kangaroo Hero NFT would be 0.1 ETH, which is currently about $260, but you want to have an extra $100 minimum worth of Ethereum to cover gas fees. So now we're talking about $260 plus an extra $100 would make it $360 in gas. And if you want to kind of go a little more to pad on to make sure you have it. If you don't have enough money for gas fees, if you don't have enough Ethereum for gas fees, then your transaction is not going to go through. Your transaction is not going to go through, and pretty much they're going to reject the transaction. So you got to have enough money for gas. Now, number two, you're going to set up a non-custodial wallet. Okay. Now, after you buy your ETH, you want to set up a non-custodial wallet. Now let's break down what a non-custodial wallet is. Non-custodial wallets are decentralized wallets that allow you to hold and trade assets such as cryptocurrency and NFTs. So let me just break it back to real world. If you have a physical wallet right now, what's in your physical wallet, right? Credit cards, your ID, fiat, which is US dollar. These are all things that are in your physical wallet. That's what your physical wallet holds, right? Then you now have digital wallets. Digital wallets now hold digital currency and assets such as NFTs. Physical wallets hold physical money, and digital wallets now hold digital currency and assets such as NFTs. That's the only difference between the two, okay? So you have to set up a non-custodial wallet. Let's break that down. There are two main type of non-custodial wallets that you can open. You can either open a Coinbase wallet, or you can open up a Metamask wallet. Now, I'm more of a fan of Metamask wallet because Metamask is more of an OG in the game. And I would say go with Metamask, but I'm going to talk a little bit about both. So if you go with Coinbase, actually, no, I'm not going to talk about both because I'm not going to confuse you all. So I'm going to skip past Coinbase. Now, if you're opening up a Metamask wallet, basically, in order to open up a Metamask wallet, all you're going to do, you can do one of two things. You can either from your laptop go to metamask.io. I think it's metamask.io if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. Metamask. You want to go to metamask.io. And then when you do that now, you're able to easily download the MetaMask Chrome extension on your laptop. It's real simple. It's going to walk you through the whole process. And even if you get confused, you can go to YouTube And on YouTube, you could put in how to set up a MetaMask account. It's literally going to have a video walking you through for 5 minutes how to set up that MetaMask wallet. So you can either do that from your computer or from your phone. Right from your phone, you can download the MetaMask app on your phone, either on Apple or Google Play. Okay. It's real easy to do. Once you download MetaMask on your phone, they'll be able to easily set you up with a MetaMask account, a MetaMask wallet. You can do that in 5 minutes right from your phone. And by the way, we're still in the early stages, so there's going to come a time where it's going to get even easier than that. Right now, once you go to MetaMask on your phone and you have it set up, you now officially have your your decentralized wallet set up. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. You now have a decentralized wallet. You're now in a new world order. Congrats to you. Right now, let's talk about the next thing. After setting up your digital wallet on MetaMask, you're going to receive a unique wallet address. Here's what your wallet address will look like right here. Now, let me give you an example of what a wallet address is for those that are like, yo, what is a wallet address, right? Well, think of it like this. If you've ever sent an email before, you know how you have an email address that people can email you things? You now have a wallet address, and people now have the ability of sending NFTs to your wallet address, or they can send you cryptocurrency to your wallet address, or you can use your wallet address to send things to other people. So this is a public wallet address that people have the ability of either sending things to you or you can send things to them, right? So that's basically what a wallet address is that you're going to receive, right? So think of this wallet address like a physical address where you can send or receive items to people. But with this wallet address, you can send or receive digital assets like cryptocurrency or NFTs. So yes, and I'm reading the comments as I'm going along. Yes, basically just like your Cash App name. Y'all are getting it right now. Y'all, I love it. I love it. Just like your Cash App name. That's exactly what your wallet address is. I actually love that example. I'm going to use that next time I do the training. I love it. Y'all catching on real quickly here. So here's a quick note. Your digital wallet also comes with what's called private keys or a seed phrase. Now, let me just stress this to y'all real quick, because some of y'all may be new here, right? Your MetaMask wallet comes with private keys or a seed phrase. Do not ever give out your private keys or your seed phrase, ever, or you'll lose everything in your account within a matter of a minute. Not even, probably within 10 seconds. So protect your seed phrase like it's your life, right? You'll lose everything. What you want to do is you want to physically write down, yeah, not even 30 seconds. Jennifer says seconds. Absolutely. You want to physically write down your seed phrase and you want to put it somewhere safe. Okay. Now just to kind of go deeper into this, the reason why you have a seed phrase is because if you ever get locked out of your MetaMask account, the only way to get back into your MetaMask account is through the seed phrase. That's the only way to get in. You can't call customer support at MetaMask and say, hey, MetaMask customer support, I got locked out of my account. Could you get me back in? There is no MetaMask customer support. Ain't nobody to call. There is no forgot password. There's no way for you to click forgot password. The only way for you to get back into your MetaMask wallet, if you forgot your password, is if you have your seed phrase. So put this into perspective. Let's say that you have $5,000 worth of Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet and 5 Kangaroo Heroes in your MetaMask wallet, and then you forgot your password. And then you did not write down your seed phrase. So now you're like, oh, snap. How do I get back into my my MetaMask wallet? You can't. You're done. So pretty much you just lost $5,000 worth of Ethereum, and all your NFTs are going to be locked inside of that MetaMask wallet forever. And the worst part is that now you know it's there and you can't get into it, and there's no way to get into it ever. So I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. when you set up your MetaMask wallet, it's going to tell you what your seed phrase is. Write that seed phrase down, physically, put it somewhere, and then if you ever need to get back to it because you forgot your password for some reason or anything of that nature, you always have the ability of accessing it. Last thing too, before I move on, do not ever give your private keys or your seed phrase to anybody, ever. So if somebody ever says to you, yo, I need your seed phrase, or I need your I need your seed phrase, or I need your private keys so that I can send you this NFT, that's a scam. That's not exactly what they need. They need your wallet address. They never need your seed phrase. There is never a time in the history of life that anybody ever needs your seed phrase, ever. So if somebody ever says that they need your seed phrase, that is a lie. Nobody ever needs your seed phrase. The only person that needs that seed phrase is you. The only person. So when somebody asks for your seed phrase, you say, hell no. I want to actually do this for me. Everybody in the chat right now, so I can understand that y'all are getting me my drift. And the reason why I'm stressing this is because there are people who are in our Kangaroo Heroes community right now who I did this training to, and I literally stressed this, and for whatever reason, it still happened to them. I want everybody to put into the chat right now, because the key word is hell no, right? So now I want everybody in the chat. I'm about to ask y'all a question right now. Hey, can you give me your seed phrase so I can send you an NFT? What do you say to me right now? That's it. I love it. I love it. That's exactly what y'all are supposed to say, right? and I want y'all to remember this because that is really, really important. And watch, some of y'all are doing this right now on the call, and then in real life, when somebody asks you for it, you ain't gonna say hell no. You're gonna think about it and say, hold on. They're saying that they're going to give me $50,000 if I give them my seed phrase, and they're saying that I can trust them. Watch, one of y'all going to be like, you know what? I'm going to forget everything that Don said to me. This person said they're going to give me $50,000, and I really trust them, and they said that they can trust me, and you're going to get them your seed phrase. And watch what happens. Within a minute, all your stuff is going to be gone. And you're going to be like, yo, how do I get it back? Gone. Can't get it back. So that's the point. So I hope y'all got it. One more time before we go. One more time, and then I'm going to move on from here. Hey, can I have your seed phrase? I'm running a $50,000 giveaway, and I'm going to give you $50,000. I just need your seed phrase. You can trust me. What do you say? All right, y'all got it. I like it. I like it. Y'all getting the memo here. I get it. All right. So with that being said, now let's move on from here. So number three now that you set up your Coinbase account and you set up your MetaMask wallet, now you're going to be transferring your Ethereum from your Coinbase wallet to your MetaMask wallet. Right now, remember, Coinbase is an exchange. That's only where you're buying the Ethereum. But in order to buy NFTs, you need to have the Ethereum in a wallet, right? So the same concept as in real life, right? You got to put the money in your wallet, and you can do in order to do anything. Same thing here. You're buying the Ethereum. You're buying the Ethereum on an exchange like Coinbase, and then you're transferring it to your wallet, which is where you can use your wallet to actually buy things on a marketplace like OpenSea that allows you to buy NFTs. Okay, so that's how that works. So how to transfer to your non-custodial wallet is really simple. You're going to log into your Coinbase account, and then when you log into your account, you're going to hit send right from Coinbase. And when you hit send, you're going to choose the amount that you want to send. So let's say that you bought $500 worth of Ethereum, and now you want to send it to your MetaMask wallet. So you're going to hit send on Coinbase, and then you're going to choose the amount, $500 worth of ETH, whatever that converts to. And then Coinbase is going to say, okay, where are we sending this to? Now, remember what I told y'all earlier. How do people actually send you ETH? How do they send you NFTs? What do you use in order to do that? Put it in the chat for me if you know. What do they got to use in order to do that? Make sure y'all paying attention. Your wallet address. All right, y'all getting it, right? Boom. Y'all got it. Your wallet address. Okay. So with that being said, Coinbase is going to say, hey, we want to send it. Where are we sending this ETH that you just purchased? You're going to send them your MetaMask wallet address. And then you plug it into Coinbase. This is my MetaMask wallet address. And then what they're going to do is now they're going to transfer the ETH from Coinbase to your MetaMask wallet address, and done. All done. Exactly how that works, right? So it can take roughly 10 minutes for the Ethereum to transfer from your Coinbase account to your non-custodial wallet, such as MetaMask. So if you, once you do that transfer and you look into your MetaMask like, yo, it's not there, right? So you get afraid. My first time doing it, I didn't see it there, and I'm like, oh snap, something happened. You know, no, it takes about 10 minutes. Now, this leads me to another point before I move on, and I'm almost done. I got a few slides left. This leads me to another point. Make sure that you're verifying that the wallet address that you're putting in is the right one, because one wrong letter or number could send your Ethereum to the wrong wallet address. Now, again, since this is the decentralized world, if you send that ETH to the wrong wallet address, again, you can't call customer support like, hey, MetaMask, Coinbase, I sent my ETH to the wrong wallet address. I need it back. Oh, it ain't no getting it back. You're done. So you want to make sure you verify that that is the right wallet address before you send that. So these are just precautions that you want to take. Now we're at stage number 4. So step number 1, you set up your Coinbase wallet. I'm sorry, step number 1, you open up your Coinbase account. Step number 2, you purchase your Ethereum. Sorry, step number 1, you set up your Coinbase account and you bought your Ethereum. Step number 2, from there, you set up your MetaMask wallet. And then step number 3, you transferred the Ethereum from Coinbase that you purchased to your MetaMask wallet. Now that the Ethereum is in your MetaMask wallet, now we move to step number 4, which is you are now going to set up, you're now going to go to OpenSea.io. It's called OpenSea.io. Just to give y'all an idea of what OpenSea.io is, think of OpenSea like IO, like StockX. So if any of y'all bought sneakers on the secondary market, you got to go to StockX.com. You go to StockX.com. If you're buying like laptops and different things, you go to eBay. So OpenSea is the same thing, as StockX, it's the same thing as eBay, but OpenSea is specific to NFTs that are on the secondary market. So anytime you want to buy an NFT on a secondary market, you now have to go to OpenSea.io. And when you go to OpenSea.io, OpenSea is going to say, hey, please connect your MetaMask wallet. So you're going to now connect your MetaMask wallet to OpenSea. And now OpenSea says, hey, now that it's there, you now can buy NFTs since your wallet is connected and you have Ethereum in your wallet to buy it. So now when you go to buy an NFT, OpenSea automatically takes the money right from your wallet to purchase the NFT, and then they transfer the NFT right to your account. That's the reason why you got to connect your MetaMask wallet so that they can transfer it and take the money right out. Very simple there. So OpenSea is an NFT resale platform, just like sneakers with StockX and all that good stuff. So quick note, when an NFT project is initially released, some of these projects allow you to connect your wallet directly to their website to buy. So instead of you buying it on OpenSea, so for example, with Kangaroo Heroes, when we initially launched our NFT project, we launched it on kangarooheroes.com. So everybody who was following the project from the beginning, they were able to buy Kangaroo Heroes at our original mint price of 0.07 ETH right from our website, kangarooheroes.com. So certain NFT projects, when they're about to launch, they'll launch directly from their website where you can mint directly from there. Now, once all the NFTs are sold out now, you now have to go to the secondary market to buy the NFT that somebody else is selling because they bought it from the website. So as an example, Kangaroo Heroes, we launched 4,000. I think there are currently 4,444 NFTs available, a total of 5,000 total. But all 5,000 are gone, right? Now that they're gone and they're now in the hands of Kangaroo Heroes holders, there are now people on OpenSea that are reselling the Kangaroo Hero that you can buy now because you missed it from the beginning. So now you're like, yo, I still want to get in Kangaroo Heroes. I believe in this. I'm excited. I'm trying to get in Kangaroo Heroes. Don, how do I get in? You now have to go to the secondary market and you now got to buy it from somebody that's actually selling it secondary to you. And then you buy it from them on OpenSea that now gives you the ability to access all the benefits. Remember, you can't get access to any of the utilities behind Kangaroo Heroes or many other projects unless you actually have the NFT. So the second that somebody sells that NFT, they lose access to all the utilities and the benefits. But then when you buy it, you now have access to the utilities and benefits. And then in the future, when you decide to sell it, then you lose access and you give it to somebody else, but yet you made money from it, right? So that's basically how that works in a nutshell. So for example, the Kangaroo Heroes NFT, we launched in January, and now you have to buy it on OpenSea, right? Now, here's the last note. After buying, here's the only thing that's also important as well. Here's the thing that's also important as well. After buying Ethereum from your Coinbase account, if you're new, Coinbase can make you wait 7 days before you can transfer that Ethereum to your Metamask wallet. It make you wait about 7 days. So if this is your first time setting up a Coinbase account, they may say, hey, they're going to wait until your money clears before they allow you to transfer it out to your Metamask wallet. So some of you may have to wait 7 days before it can get to your wallet, before you can go ahead and start buying NFTs. So that's the only thing to think about. But once you start buying more Ethereum on a regular basis, they normally list that hold. So remember, when you own a Kangaroo Hero NFT, one of the bigger things that you're able to do utility-wise is, of course, get up to 30% off on all of our services, such as tax prep, bookkeeping, consultation, tax planning, and also the different events and things that we're hosting and everything as well in the beginnings, the phases of how we're building this out. Like I said, access private, virtual, or in-person financial events where we'll host speakers, talk about tax and accounting, real estate, crypto, and other financial sectors. Last but not least, NFTs are new technology, and you should only buy with money that you can afford to lose. Do not over leverage yourself into NFTs. And then you're like, yo, I bought this NFT expecting for it to double or triple in value within 7 days, and it didn't. And now it's like, oh my God, I'm trying to sell this. And now you're like, yo, listen, you should never buy anything that you can't afford to lose, which is the rule of thumb in NFT space right now, which is why I only buy NFTs that I truly love. Because if I truly love the NFT and I love all the utility behind the NFT, then I have no intent to sell it, which means that I never actually lost. If you're going into this with a whole different concept of you going in and saying, I'm gonna buy this NFT because I heard that the NFT is like, it's hyped up right now and a lot of people want it. And then you go ahead and buy it. And then next thing you know, after you bought it, all the hype dies down, and now it no longer has the hype that it did, and now you can't even sell it, and now you're like, yo, I can't, you're done. So don't get caught up in that, right? That's not a good idea. Only buy with money that you can afford to lose, and only buy projects that you truly believe in, and that becomes a win-win for you in the end. So with that being said, that concludes our NFT 101. And for those of you, of course, that want to come into Kangaroo Heroes, I just gave you the rundown of how basically you could pretty much go to OpenSea. And when you go to OpenSea, you can I'm actually going to share this with y'all real quick. Let me share this with y'all before y'all go. So now if you go to OpenSea, right, all you got to do right here on OpenSea, you go to OpenSea and you search Kangaroo. We have two different collections, but when you're inside of our Discord, we'll break down what that means. When you go to OpenSea, let's say that you go to Kangaroo Heroes Original right here. And right here on Kangaroo Heroes Original, when you click on it, you scroll down and you'll be able to see the NFTs that are available right here, right? So you can buy an NFT right off of the floor, right? Because by the way, for a large majority of our NFTs, as long as you have the NFT, you get access to the utilities that come with the NFT. So you could technically buy one right off of the floor. For let's just choose this one right here. You could buy this NFT right now for $263.96 from somebody else on a secondary market. And boom, you're in. Now you officially have a Kangaroo Hero. You're officially in and ready to roll. And you're in our community, and you get access to utilities and the benefits, right? So that's basically all you got to do, very simply from here. With that being said, I do want to take two or three questions, two or three really good questions here. So if y'all want to drop the questions right here inside of the chat, I'm going to choose like two or three of them before I bounce out to go. So first question was, can you bid on all NFTs, or does the owner of the NFT decide that? So there's two different things. Number one, the owner of the NFT can indeed make it an auction to where they're like, hey, I'm auctioning off my NFT to the highest bidder, right? So they may do that, but for the most part, most people aren't doing that. Most people are just selling it at a flat price. So like I just showed y'all on Kangaroo Heroes, you could go and you could buy one straight for a flat price from somebody else right off the market, no bidding necessary, just hit buy and it's yours. So very simple concept. So normally it's not really a bid on that end. You always find one that you can just buy right now. So NFT is like the stock market. So I wouldn't compare NFTs to the stock market because stocks are securities, right? These are securities. NFTs are collectibles. And with collectibles, much different than securities, even from a regulatory standpoint. These are meant to be looked at as collectibles. And these collectibles come with certain utilities that give you access to real world benefits. I would always look at this as a collectible, and I would always stress that this is a collectible. But in the sense though, you can still look at it and do your research and verify. And this actually leads me to a great point on what type of research would you do to find the right NFT. Number one, I would look at the actual founders of the project, right? The people who actually created the NFT project. Do you know who they are, or did they verify who they were? And do you believe in the founders, right? It's the same as like, do you believe in Tim Cook? That he's going to take Apple to the next level. If you believe that, then that's the first thing right there. And then if you believe in the founders, the next thing is, do you love the community, right? So that's number two. I love the founders. Now I'm going to look at the community. Most NFT communities are done inside of Discord. So I would encourage everybody here to download Discord, which is an app. And by the way, y'all should all join the Kangaroo Heroes Discord right away. So in order to join Kangaroo Heroes Discord, I'm actually going to put the link right here inside of the chat. Y'all should all join the Discord community because this is where many of our holders basically talk amongst each other. You can go into that community and get a feel for the people in that community. Do you love the community, right? That's number two. So I love the founder. I love the community. And then number three, do you love the utilities or the artwork, right? And if you love the utilities and the artwork that come with it, then now those are three things that are off your bucket list. And as long as those three things hit, man, yo, grab the NFT, hold on for dear life. You can't lose. So that's how I see it. How do you verify if someone has the NFT to grant access to the utilities? Great question. So in our particular case of Kangaroo Heroes, inside of our Discord community, we have a holders only portion of our Discord community. So when you hop in our Discord and you have an NFT, then it's going to verify that you have the NFT by connecting your wallet. And through you connecting that wallet, that's how we know that you're actually a holder. And then at that point, we can send very specific information to everybody who's a holder. That's one of the ways that we do it. And then another way is with all of our events, that we're hosting across the country. Before you can get into one of our Kangaroo Heroes events, what we do is before you're able to get inside, you have the OpenSea app downloaded on your phone, and then you're going to show us that the Kangaroo Hero is inside of your OpenSea account, and that's how we verify that you're a holder to get you inside of our events. And there's a lot of other different ways that people can do it as well, but those are some simple ways to do it. How do you go about partnering with other business entities like your NFTs so that they can also make profit? I mean, it's as simple as reaching out to the founders of that NFT project and saying, hey, I have a valuable idea that I can bring to your community, and I would love to partner. I'm actively looking for people to get into partnerships with that can provide more value to the community as long as it makes sense and it fits our brand. So reach out to the founders and see what happens from there. What is next? Will you ever release more new NFTs? At this point in time, the answer to that is we will in the future, but don't bet on it anytime soon. Right now, Kangaroo Heroes is our main project. So if you want to get into Kangaroo Heroes, you need to go to the secondary market. Go to the secondary market and you need to buy a Kangaroo Hero off secondary. Could you name the bot that you use to verify the NFT? Yeah, the bot that we use is shoot, why is it slipping my head? Collab Land. The bot that we use is Collab Land. COLLAB Land, Collab Land. All right, with that said, I don't see any more additional questions from this point. Give me if you're still in the line, and if you're still in the line and you're new to the NFT space, I want you to give me a thumbs up in the chat. If you're still here, you were new to NFTs, and give me a thumbs up if this broke it down for you in an easier way for you if you were new to NFTs. I would love to know who's here, right? Great. Love it. And with that being said, again, I think stage number one for every single one of you that's on this line right now, stage number one is for you to join our Discord. I urge you to join our Discord. It's free. I want you to join this tonight. And when you get into Discord tonight, I want you to put a message in there inside of the general chat and say, hey, y'all, I'm from the call. I'm in Discord. What's up? That's the first step. Join our Discord. Get access to our community now to get a feel for how we operate. And then from that point too, you can now buy your first Kangaroo Hero NFT, and we can also walk you through that process. Last question, you said get a feel of the community and utility. What's the first reason you said we should buy the NFT? The very first reason why anybody should buy an NFT is for the founders themselves. Do you believe that the founder can pull off the project? Do you believe in the founder? Like, for example, in this particular scenario, do you believe that somebody like Prince Donnell can pull off this project in the long term? If you believe that, then nothing else really matters, honestly, to me. I more so invest in people. I don't invest into projects because I think projects come and go, but a person does not, right? There's just unique people in this world that make massive impact. And those are the people that I like to, I would bet my money on. There's a ton of people in this world that I would bet my money on that I'm like, yo, they're going to do this. Maybe not tomorrow, but in a year, 2 years, 5 years from now, I bet my money they'll do it. And last question, what happens to the value of NFTs when the market gets saturated? That's a great question. There's always going to be a ton of different NFT projects that launch. The value of an NFT is based on the value of an NFT is based on the strength of the community. So that's part of the reason why I said that. And the bigger part is when you have a solid community, the value of that NFT is always going to be strong. When you have a weak community, then the value of the NFT, of course, over time continues to draw down and down and down, and then it just disappears. So that's why a strong community is always first. And that's the reason why I host calls like these, so I can bring on new people into our community, such as yourself. So y'all can get a gist for what we're about, join our community, and then also be a part of Kangaroo Heroes as well, and access to utilities and different things of that nature. With that being said, I look forward to all of y'all. Being in our Discord. And I want y'all to hop in right now inside of our Discord. And I want y'all to get your first, NFT, right? Even if that's Kangaroo Hero, that would make you really happy. But if it's not, hey, but I want y'all to get your first NFT. Start off by getting inside of our Discord right away. And let's start there. And with that being said, appreciate all of y'all. Thursday, we're hosting another call on Thursday on this same exact thing of what is an NFT and how do you buy. So if you came on here late, we're hosting another one Thursday at 8:00 p.m. So make sure that you're also inside of our Discord, because we're going to be able to send a link out to you so you can hop in if you missed it. So with that said, we'll see y'all Thursday, and I'll see some of y'all inside of the Discord chat. Peace.